नमस्कार। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। ओम मातृपितृचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। ओम वेदपुरुषाय नमः। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनोहरि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। हरि ओम मा भद्रं कर्णेभिः श्रेणुयामा देवा भद्रं पश्येर्माक्षाभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैर्दृष्टुवागुंसस्तनो बर्भियासे माहि देवहितं जदायुः शतमिन्नो शरदो अन्ति देवा जतरा न चकरा जरसन्दनो नामा पुतरासो जतरा पितरो भवन्ति मानो मदयारीरिकदायुर्गन्धोः आदितिर्द्योरादितिरन्तरिक्षमदितिर्माता श पिता श पुतरः विषवे देवा आदितेः पञ्चजना आदितिर्जातामदितिर्जनितवमाद्योः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तेः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तेः वनस्पतयः शान्तिरविषवे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः श्यामा शान्तिरेधे जतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयङ्करो सन्नः कुरप्रजाभ्यो गायन्नः पशुभ्यः सुशान्तिर्भवतो। विश्वेश्वं माधवं तुण्डं दण्डपाणि च भैरवं वन्दे काशी गुहां गंगां भवानी मणिकर्णिकां वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। विनायकं गुरुर्भानो ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वरा सरस्वती प्रम्यादौ सर्वकामा च सिद्धये विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगदिदाय नागननाय श्रुतियज्ञविभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। देवी प्रपन्नातिहरे प्रसीद प्रसीद मातार्जगतोऽखिलस्य प्रसीद विश्वेश्वरि पाहि विश्वं त्वामेश्वरी देवी चराचरस्य। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सभी को प्रणाम।
At the very outset, I convey my best wishes, love, and uh, greetings to everybody who is watching uh, this discourse of Guru Gita. We had started Guru Gita before, like 2 weeks back, The last Thursday we could not do this. We could not conduct this discourses on Guru Gita because we had some other engagements. But from today, every Thursday, we will discuss Guru Gita. Uh, this Guru Gita is the praise of the Guru, the glory of the Guru, and the significance of Guru in our life. When we come to the path of spirituality and we start to uh, ponder over the ways by which we can attain the state of self-realization. So one of the most important aspect of self-realization is to come to a proper master, because without the delivery, because without the of the without the deliverance uh, of the teachings from the master, it is impossible for a disciple to realize or to attain the state of self-realization, to attain self-knowledge. And that is why uh, the master acquires a very important role in our life, not only in our spiritual life but in every aspect of our life. Because though we consider spirituality to be different from our day-to-day life, but it is not that. Spirituality actually helps in each and every aspect of our day-to-day life. So when we receive the teachings from the master, then we see that this world is completely, different from what we have earlier perceived. The science, the dynamics of this world is completely, opposite to what we have been told or what we have seen, in our with our mind or with our limited resources. But the master actually unleashes that potential which we have been carrying with us since eternity, and which we are totally unaware of. So when he unleashes that potential, when he unleashes that field through which I can see my own existence, then I see that I am not a limited existence. I don't have have any boundaries. I'm not bounded by anything. I'm free. I'm free, and I have infinite strength. I have infinite knowledge, and my life is a celebration of infinite events, infinite possibilities. So my perception towards my life also changes. So a master, spiritual master, actually does not help me only in the path of spirituality, but he also helps me in every aspect of our life. Then we see that all our karmas, all our activities, they also become very, very purified and very effective. The efficiency of our activities and the results of all our actions, they also become very, very, blissful to us. So that is why a master is very important. And the other thing is that uh, as we all know that the goal of spirituality is to attain the state of self realization. Now self realization means that you need to realize that you are not this body, you are not the name or the form that you have thought about. You are, you are beyond your body. You are not your body, but you are beyond your body. You are beyond your mind. That means the thoughts that you see all the time in your day-to-day life, you are always beyond those thoughts. The intellect that you use, the intellect that we, the reasoning, the intellect, the logic that we use, we are beyond those intellect. And the ego, this me and mine thing, this one notion which always which always binds us into this me and mine, means me, and everything is mine or not mine. So this me and mine, so this also I am beyond this. And I am beyond this means I am beyond this, and I am the consciousness. I am that absolute consciousness. Absolute means that consciousness which does not divide itself, which cannot be, which is indivisible, which is, which is means which does not change, which is, which is, unmutable, immutable, which is alterable, which cannot be transformed, which is the same all the time. Nitya Sarvagata Sthanur Achaloyam Sanatana. It's the truth. It's eternal, and it's everywhere. It's omnipresent. It's omnipresent, and it's very very still. It's very very still, grounded. It's very very still, and it does not move at all. It's, though it moves, but at the same time it doesn't move. Though I am everywhere, but I am always at one point. Though I grow, but I don't grow. I take birth, but I don't take birth. I die, but I don't die. I do, but I don't do. Every means whatever I think I do, or whatever I think I am always beyond that. So this knowledge, when one wants to attain this knowledge, he has to transcend the mind. He has to transcend the intellect and the ego. So we can concentrate our mind into one point with our effort. With our effort, we can concentrate our mind into one point. We can concentrate our intellect. We can make them calm, still, but we cannot transcend them. We cannot go beyond them, because we are so much connected with them that it is impossible for us to go beyond this mind. Though we try, but it cannot happen. So we need the help of the master. So when a master who is a real master means a real master means a master who has the knowledge of the self. Number one, he should have the knowledge of the self. And number two is, he knows the ways by which you can be uplifted. You can be uplifted from this realm of Maya, this realm of duality, this realm, these chains of duality, these chains of Maya, these chains of ignorance, into that state of knowledge, light. So this pulling you and breaking this knot of consciousness and matter. We are always tied into a knot. Though I am that consciousness, but I am tied with a matter in such a way that I cannot unleash it. I cannot break that knot. I cannot open that knot. It's impossible for me to open that knot. So here, the master, he not only helps us, but he actually breaks this knot. The knowledge that comes out through his heart, the more knowledge which comes out through his heart, breaks the knot within us. Now, will the master break the knot of each and every person? No. A person who has the utmost urge, sincere urge, a person who has this sincere urge, uh, for the knot to be broken, for to go beyond these limitations, a person who has got this utmost urge to liberate, this is the person to whom these words are going to work. But when one goes to a master, the master does not discriminate. He talks in the same way to each and every person. For him, there is no high, good or bad. He is like the sun, who does not make any choices. He gives his brightness everywhere, in everything. He gives his brightness. He sheds his light in the flowers as well as in the dirt. So for him, flower and the dirt are the same thing. But a person who has this urge, faith, faith on the master, urge, who has this, who has this thirst for knowledge. This is the person in whose heart this knowledge of the Atman, or the knowledge of the Brahman, will enter, and it will enlighten all the darkness within him. It will remove the darkness, and he will be enlightened by the light of the self, or the consciousness. So it is very important for us to be a seeker. It's very important in spiritual life. It is very important for us to be a seeker. We should not at any point think that we have known everything. This should never come. This should never come, that we think that we know everything and there is nothing to be known. This should never come. We should always think that I am a seeker. I'm a seeker. I need to know. I need to know. We should always be humble. We should always be humble, with our heads always, with our heads always down, so that the knowledge can pass through us, so that the knowledge can enter within our heart, and it can enlighten us. So with these words, we start this uh, with the Guru Gita. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So the last verse that we had discussed was this. Uh, I'm very happy that one of our friends from Holland, she had requested that we should read out these verses very slowly, so that she could understand, and she could also recite with us, and she can follow it properly. So I try to recite these verses as slow as possible, so that everybody can understand. So the place where we were was the 10th verse, where we had stopped in our last part 1, Guru Gita part 1, and that is this: Gura Vidya Jagan Maya Dehe cha Jnana Sambhava Udayo Yat Prakashena Guru Shabdena Kathyate. What does it say? It says, yeah, Anna, Namaste. Gura Vidya, this knowledge which the master imparts to us, is very, very, mysterious. It's very, very mysterious. It's not so easy to understand. Why it is mysterious? Because it is very subtle. It's very subtle. It's not so easy to understand. Though he will speak in the language that you know, though each and every words that he speaks are very, very known to you, but you will not understand exactly what he's saying till you till you move into the space where realization happens. Till these words are in the intellectual level, these words, the meaning of these words is unknown. So when you can break through, these words and reach the spirit of these words, spirituality. Spirituality means there is a spirit. Everything, whatever I see, it's all name and form. But is it everything that is truth? No, there is a spirit. So what is the spirit? The spirit is, behind this name and form. This spirit is consciousness. This spirit is the self. This spirit is knowledge. So how to attain this spirit? How can I reach this spirit? I have to break through. I have to break through the words, the name and form. What is evident to me? The apparent name and form, what I experience in my day-to-day life, I need to break that, apparent name and form, apparent reality, and reach to that absolute reality. So how to do it? How to do it? It comes through the master, guru. So what should I do? I should pay my complete attention. My complete attention should be in the, in the words of the master. When I go to my master, I should go with this, with this mindset. I should go with this mindset that I am going for self realization, and this person is the only person from where I can, I who can help me in this path. So whatever he says is very important for me. So when I listen to his words in that way, when I listen to his words in that way, that every word has got its own significance. So then this mysterious knowledge, it reveals its real face to me. The subtle knowledge, the subtle words, the subtle meaning, the subtle spirit, they reveal itself. They reveal its whole, itself with its whole, face. The reality, shows his own face to me. I come face to face with the reality. I see the reality loud and clear, very clear, bright and clear. So, Gudha Vidya Jagan Maya Dehe Cha Ajnana Sambhava. This mysterious, this mysterious knowledge, this subtle knowledge, though it is in my body, means though it is with me. This subtle knowledge, though it is with me, but because of Jagan Maya, because of Maya, ignorance, Maya, this ignorance, this power by which I am deluded. There's a power, though I am the self, I am that reality, I am that consciousness. But when I am that consciousness, how do I see my body? How do I see this world? How do I see this name and form? I am always that consciousness, and everywhere there is only one consciousness. Ekameva dvitiyam neha nanasti kinchana. There's only one, there is no two at all. So if there is no two, how do I see so many things? It is only because of this power, this power of Maya. Maya. Because of this power of Maya, though I carry this knowledge with me, this subtle knowledge with me, I remain deluded. I remain completely forgot. It remains completely covered, unknown to me. It remains unknown to me. Udayo yat prakashena guru shabdena kathyate. But this unmanifested knowledge, this uncovered knowledge, when this uncovered knowledge, manifests itself, rises up. It rises up. How? With Guru. The way, because of Maya, this knowledge is covered. It's covered. It's taken, it's taken away from me. So the way, how it comes to me. How does this knowledge manifest unto me? How do I, come not only face to face, but how do I completely mingle with this, dissolved into this? It is only because of Guru. It is only because of Guru that I can completely dissolve into this knowledge, and I can become one with this knowledge, one with this consciousness. Now we start it from here. Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Sri Guru Pada Sevanat. If you have committed a lot of sins, you have committed a lot of sins, or all the sins which can be, which are prevalent in this world. Any sin, any kind of sin which is, which exists in this world, if a person performs all these sins only by the service of the feet of the master, Only by serving the feet of the Master, all his sins can be, can be diluted. His sins can be, washed away, cleansed. He will be purified. He will be purified. In the Bhagavad Gita it says, Shipram Shipram bhavati, uh, Shipram bhavati duratma shashvat shanti nigachati. A person who has committed a lot of sins, that person, by the mere glance of the Guru, mere glance of God, Shipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shanti nigachati. Konte pratijanihi name bhakta pranishyati. Just by the glance of God, just by the glance of God, a person who has committed all the heinous crimes, all the sins in his life, all the sins in his life, he becomes Mahatma, Dharmatma. Dharmatma means he becomes a holy man. He becomes a holy man only by the glance of his. And Lord Krishna says, "Oh, the son of Kunti, know that my devotees are never destroyed. Konte pratijanihi name bhakta pranishyati." Oh, the son of Kunti, Arjuna, you know that my devotees shall never die, shall never be destroyed. So, Guru, Guru. Only by serving the feet of the Guru, any sins that you have committed will go. This is scriptures. This is truth. When you listen to this, listen in a way that they are all true. Then only it is going to work. These are the words of Lord Shiva. Guru Gita has been said by Lord Shiva, Ishvara Uvacha. Here it says, Ishvara, that is the God, the Lord. The Lord himself is speaking. And to whom he is speaking? He is speaking to his own holy consort, Parvati. Parvati is the goddess. She is the goddess, and she wanted to know the secret of Guru, the secret of Master. And Lord Shiva is saying that, a person who has committed all the sins, all kinds of sins, only by the mere serving the feet of the Master, his sins are all cleansed. Dehi Brahma Bhavet Asmat Twat Kripartham Badamite. I'm telling you so that you can also this for Anna I'm saying again, slowly. Dehi Brahma Bhavet Asmat. Dehi Brahma Bhavet Asmat Twat Kripartham Badamite. For your own benefit, so that you can receive the mercy. You can receive the mercy. I'm telling you, how can you transcend yourself from being a body to consciousness? I'm telling you the real secret. I'm telling you the real secret by which you can transcend yourself from being a body. I am a body. I am the mind. Here, body does not mean this, this gross body only. The body means, everything which is associated with the body. What are the things which are associated with the body? The body is associated with, this world, external world. The body is associated with the internal world also. Mind, intellect, ego, everything. So when it says body, it doesn't mean this, this gross body. It doesn't mean that. It means everything which is associated with the body. That means, you, an ignorant self, who has not known the self, who has not known who you are. only by the presence of the master, only by the acquaintance of the master, you will become the self. Paramam Brahmavida Brahmaiva Bhavati. A person who knows the Brahman becomes Brahman. A person who knows the consciousness. One who knows, here knows means realizes, feels, experiences. A person who experiences consciousness becomes consciousness. Becomes consciousness. So here it says that, you who is embodied as a body, you will know yourself as an embodiment of consciousness, universal consciousness, not only not personal consciousness, not individual consciousness. You will know yourself to be in universal consciousness. Mama Atma Sarva Bhoot Atma. I am Atma Brahma. My I is the universal I. This I that I'm talking about, this I which I'm using always, I am this, I am that, I need this, I need that, I am singing, I am going, this I, this one, this I. You do not know this I. Without knowing, you are only using this I. Without knowing, you are using this I. This I itself is the universal consciousness, universal self. It is not your self. It is not your personal self. It is not an individual one. It is not a part of that, part of the whole. It's not that. It is the whole. It is the whole. Mama, this. I am Atma Brahma. My I. My I. This I that I use. This I is the universal I. So this fact can be experienced. This fact can be experienced only with the acquaintance of the master, only when we remain close to the master. Then it says, Pranam Agarwalji. Arunji Pranam. Guru Padam Bujam Smritva Jalam Sirashi Dharayet. Always by remembering the lotus feet of the master. Always by remembering the lotus feet of the master. When you take those waters, as if you have washed the feet of the master, only within your mind, if you think that you have washed the lotus feet of the master, and with that water, if you can just sprinkle it within your head, what will that happen? What is that? Sarvatita Bahagasya Samprapnoti Phalam Naraha. If you sprinkle the waters which you have thought in your mind, which you have envisioned, that with these waters I have washed the feet of the master, I have washed the lotus feet of the master, only with this vision, if you sprinkle those waters in your head, then you will get the result of taking a dip in all those pilgrimages. In India, the Hindus, they go around pilgrimages. Why? Because those pilgrimages are the places of very high spiritual energy. Kashi, like we stay in Kashi, Vrindavan, Prayag, Mathura, Ayodhya, Puri, Dwarka, Tungabhadra, these places, then Rameshwaram. Then you go to the Himalayas, Jamunotri, Gangotri, Kedar, Badrinath, Kedarnath, these places, they're all situated in the banks of a river. Why? because to make the aspirant's life easy to reach the goal. In these places, spiritual masters have undergone spiritual austerities for ages. And because they have undergone the spiritual austerities for ages, like in Kashi, if you just come and stay in Kashi, you will always feel that undercurrent of spirituality running through your veins. When you stay in Varanasi, you come to Varanasi for 3 days, see everything and go back. This is different. But when you start to stay in Varanasi, then you start to understand. Then you start to feel the undercurrent of all these spiritual austerities that spiritual masters have been performing in this place for ages. So what do people do to get the benefit of this spiritual energy? They take a dip in the Ganga. In this way, also we have Narmada. So all this, we go around these pilgrimages and we take a dip. It says that, if you just sarva tirtha bhagasya samprapnoti phalam nara, if you just sprinkle those waters in your head, thinking that with these waters I have washed the feet of the master, then you get the results of going around all these pilgrimages and having a dip of that. The result that one acquires by going around all these pilgrimages and taking a dip, you can only get it by just thinking about a water and envisioning that with this water I have washed the feet of the master, and sprinkle it in your head. You're going to get that. So Guru is so powerful. Guru is so important. Then it says, Shoshanam papa pankasya deepanam jnana tejasam. For Anna, again, slowly. Shoshanam papa pankasya. Shoshanam papa pankasya deepanam jnana tejasam. With the light, with the effulgence of knowledge which comes from the Guru, with the effulgence of knowledge which comes from the Guru, all those mud, all those moisty mud that I have acquired through different karmas in my life, these muds, they all get dried up. When the mud gets dried up, then it's very easy to clean yourself. If it's a wet mud, then it is difficult to clean. But when it gets dried up, then it's clean. It says that the knowledge which comes out of the master, this knowledge is so powerful that it dries up all the moistness of the mud which you carry, all the moistness of sin that you carry through ages by your karmas. Guru pado dakam samyak sansara varna vatarakam. Sansara varna vatarakam. It says with the waters which has been used to wash the feet of the master. That is called padodak. Padodak, that water that has come from the feet of the master. These water, what it does? It takes you beyond this finiteness of this world. These waters which comes out of the of the feet of the master, these water, they take you beyond this world. They take you beyond this world. Ajnana moola haranam janma karma nivaranam Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham Guru Pado Datam Pivet. Ajnana Mula Haranam, the root of ignorance. If you want to get rid of yourself from the root of ignorance, I am influenced by this ignorance. I am deluded from this ignorance. But I have a root. It's there somewhere. And if I really want to get rid of this ignorance, this delusion which comes out of ignorance, I need to go to the root cause. What is the root cause of this ignorance? This root cause, it says that this root cause of this ignorance and Janma Karma Nivaranam, and one by which I can get rid of this continuous cycle of birth and death. We all are moving around this circle of birth and death. We take birth and we die. Again we take birth. Again, this is a cycle. And karma, a cycle of karma. What is the cycle of karma? Karma and the results of karma. These results of karma, they again produces karma. These karmas produces results. So these results again produce karma. So this is called the cycle of karma. This cycle of karma and this cycle of birth and death is very, very difficult to get rid of. It's very, very difficult to get, to break. And the people of this universe, they're all moving around this karma, this cycle of karma and the cycle of birth and death. It says Janma Karma Nivaranam. This cycle of birth and death, this cycle of karma is going to be broken. It will be broken. How? And you will get rid of the root of ignorance. How? Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham, and you will become, you will receive knowledge. You will receive knowledge, and you will receive this renunciation. So when we talk about renunciation, we think we have to renunciate from our day-to-day life, and we have to take the life of a sadhu. Spirituality does not say this. Renunciation means renunciation of ego, renunciation of ignorance. So when you attain knowledge, then you renunciate your ignorance. Then you renunciate your ignorance, your bondage, your ego. So jnana vairagya. With jnana you attain vairagya. What is vairagya? Vairagya means intense love for God, or intense love for the self. Intense love, complete disposition, complete surrender for the self or God. When you have this, that is called vairagya. Vairagya does not mean vairagya does not mean that indifference from this world does not mean vairagya. I am indifferent from this world, so I am a vairagi. No, indifference is not called vairagya. Love for the master, love for God, love for self-realization, complete dedication, complete devotion towards self-realization. Being completely, diligent, being totally honest and sincere. Being totally honest and sincere, this is called vairagya. So, jnana vairagya siddhartham, and you attain this jnana and vairagya, and thus you attain success. How? How do you attain success? By attaining jnana and vairagya. How do you attain success? By going by breaking, by going beyond the root of ignorance. How do you attain success? By breaking the circle of karma and the circle of birth and death. How? Guru Pado Dakam Pibet. Only by drinking the water, only by drinking the water by which the feet of the master is washed. When you dip your master's feet into water, and if you drink that water, this water is going to do these actions. What are those actions? Ajnana Mula Haranam. Your root cause of ignorance is going to be, neutralized. Then Janma Karma Nivaranam. Janma Karma Nivaranam. It will break this circle of birth and death and karma and its results. And it bestow you with knowledge, with intense love for the subject, with intense love for the subject, and it will make you successful. How? Only if you just drink a few drops of water by which the feet of the master has been cleaned. If you just take these 2 or 3 waters, then Guru Pado Dakam Pitva Guru Ruchishta Bhojanam. After you take the water which is come out of the feet of the master, and if you take food which the master has taken, Guru Uchishta, the food that he has eaten, if you take that food, prasadam, Guru Murte Sada Dhyanam, always meditate on the form of the Guru. Always meditate on the face of the Guru. Guru Murte Sada Dhyanam, Guru Mantra Sada Japet. And the mantra that the Guru has given you, that the Guru has given you, chant this mantra Sada Japet all the time, consciously and constantly. Consciously and constantly always chant this mantra. Gurur Pado Dakam Pitva Gurur Uchishta Bhojanam Gurur Murte Sada Dhyanam Gurur Mantram Sada Japet. Then Kashi Shetram Tannivaso Jannavi Charano Dakam. Guru. The Guru resides in Kashi. Kashi is this place, Varanasi. So the Guru resides in Varanasi, where Jannavi. Jannavi means Ganga. The waters of Ganga, it flows through Kashi. Kashi Shetram Tannivaso Jannavi Charanodakam, whose feet are being washed by, the feet of Kashi is being washed by Mother Ganga. Gurur Vishweshwara Sakshat Tarakam Brahma Nishchitam. This Vishwanath ji, Kashi Vishwanath, he is the Vishweshwar, he is the Guru. So your Guru is nobody but the Vishwanath, the Lord Shiva of Kashi. He is the prime of all the Jyotirlinga. He is the main. He's the brightest of all the Jyotirlinga. He's the most strongest of all the Jyotirlingas, which is there in all over India. Kashi Vishwanath. So this Kashi Vishwanath, it says that this Kashi Vishwanath himself is Vishwanath. He is Lord Shiva. So Guru is Lord Shiva. Though he resides in your place, though he resides anywhere, but he is originally Lord Shiva of Kashi. Kashi Vishwanath is Lord Shiva of Kashi. He can reside anywhere. but actually he is the Vishwanath, Vishweshwar of Kashi. And Tarakam Brahma Nishchitam, and he transcends you. He transcends you into Brahman, certainly, without doubt. His work, what is his work? His work only is to, is to transform you into the state of Brahman. Now you are a body, now you are a mind, now you are an intellect, an ego, a name and a form. This is what you are. But what is Guru's work? Guru transforms you from the body to Brahman, from the body to beyond body. Guru Pado Dakam Yattu Gayaso Yokshayo Vata. Guru Pado, the water which has come out. Guru Pado Dakam Yattu Gayaso So Sa Akshayo Vataha. The water which has come out of the master's feet is Gaya. Gaya is also a place, religious place, a spiritual place where Lord Vishnu resides. Just 4 kilometers, 4 hours from here, from Varanasi. Gaya. Gaya is a place where Lord Vishnu, we have the impression of the feet of Lord Vishnu. It's a big foot, Bigfoot. Is the Bigfoot there in Gaya. So, this water of this master is as good as going to Gaya. And Akshayo Vataha, this Akshay Vat, that is eternal banyan tree. Eternal banyan tree means it doesn't die. It's an eternal banyan tree. It is in Prayagraj, in the place where Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, these 3 rivers converge. It's called Sangam. So, there is this place, Akshay Vata. By the way, on Saturday we are going to that place. Sangam, where 3 rivers, they converge. And there is this place called Akshay Vata. This eternal banyan tree which is there forever. This, witnessing these places is as good as drinking the water of the Guru. Drinking the water, water which is washed, with which the feet of the master was washed. So, if you go to Gaya, or if you go and see this Akshayavat, eternal banyan tree, is the same as, just taking 1 drop of the water by which the feet of the master has been cleaned. Tirtharaja Prayagascha Gurur Murtau Namo Namaha. This Akshayavat is in the place of Tirtharaja. And there is, the foremost of all pilgrimages. It's called Prayagraj. So going to Prayagraj, which is the foremost of all pilgrimages, or to Gaya, is the same as taking the water of the feet of the master. Gurur Murtim Smaren Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet. Gurur Murtim Smaren Nityam, always remember the face of the master. Always remember the face of the master. Gurur Nama Sada Japet, and chant the name of the Guru. Chant the name of the Guru. Gurur Murti Smaren Nityam. Always remember, visualize, always visualize the form of the master and always chant the name of the master. Guru Ragyam Prakurvanti. Whatever you do as been directed by the master, by the Guru. Whatever has been directed by the Guru, do it. Guru Anyatra Bhavayet, and never think about anything other than the Guru. Okay, so today we stop here, and again we will talk about this Guru Gita in our next Thursday. Thank you very much. So let's chant for some time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama परमाधीन श्री भगवान की जय, संगजननी श्री गुरु माता की जय, इंटरनेशनल वेदांत सोसाइटी की जय। So আজকে আমরা so today we stop here and we'll again come with Kathopanishad in English maybe on Monday. কালকে আমরা কঠোপনিষদের ভেবেছিলাম আমরা কালকে করব, কিন্তু কালকে আমরা করতে পারিনি। কালকে ভগবানের নির্বিকল্প সমাধির বিয়ে ছিল, 37তম তিথি ছিল। তো আমরা কালকে বাংলাতে কঠোপনিষদটা করব। দ্বিতীয় বল্লী খুব মানে ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস, আপনারা শুনবেন। কালকে বাংলাতে কঠোপনিষদ হবে। সবাই আমার ভালোবাসা নেবেন, প্রণাম নেবেন, ভালো থাকবেন। কালকে দেখা হবে 8টার সময়। প্রণাম।